Hey, how's it going? You didn't think it was all going to be short form video, did you? I've been practicing my stand up. I got the chops, so we're gonna do some stand up. Ready? I'm gonna walk off stage. Here. Walk off stage. Here comes Ian Thomas, that blind punk. Oh, hello. Good evening, everybody. Uh, Doing stand up is crazy. I could get up here and say anything. You don't know what I'm going to say. And like, you're going to rush to the stage and like take the microphone from me? No. So I'm here to tell you about why I'm upset with the Jews. None of them have invited me to Hanukkah for years. The last time I went, one of my best buds, Max, gave me Losing Streak by Less Than Jake. That album is phenomenal. Do you know how, like, many times I've associated that to Hanukkah? And come on, God's favorite chosen people, like, give it up. I will not go silently into the night until I have spun the dreidel. You will not replace me at the latke serving tray. Nuh-uh. This year, one of you are inviting me. I don't care who it is. But my cousin, no, not my cousin. My cousin's a sweetheart. But my like uncle's friend from college that he met under a bridge, or I don't know. He said that Marjorie Taylor Greene said that the Jews are working on, a big death ray for Congress, and the idea is so absurd. And I have to ask, like, George Soros, from me to you. Do the scientists need any help? Do you want me to, like, make a coffee run? Do you need anything? Like, I'll rub your back, dude. Like, whatever it takes to get the job done. Like, don't think I won't come foot massage a bunch of scientists. Because I will. But going back to the conspiracy theory here, you hear the famous Alex Jones, the man who will eat my leftist ass, like, yes, daddy. He said, the frogs, we're turning the frogs gay. And I think that is the smokescreen. I think that he's the crisis actor, because the real animal we need to be watching out for, like, keep it down. I don't want it, is bears. Bears. Like Yogi, Winnie, those bears. Because the popular meme going around right now is, women, would you choose a bear or a man? And I'm sorry to say, but the bear's winning. I don't know what else to say, but like, when the modern male, if they did the Planet Earth series on us about our mating rituals, it would be like, the narcissistic male believes that he has the right to vagina, and after many texts of unreciprocated love, the male crushes up his sleeping pill into a fine powder. That shit is unacceptable. It is so easy to impress women, dude. Like, dudes, just listen to her. Like, when she talks, just like listen, and like, you don't even have to really pay attention. Just like repeat back to what she said to you, and like, oh babe, I'm sorry to hear that about what Kathy said in the office. How did that make you feel? Just put that on the end of it. And like, the other thing too is, like, you don't have to solve her problems, bro. You could just listen. You could just be like, yeah, that sucks, dude. And if you really want to impress the ladies, just don't fucking rape them. Don't hit them. Like, don't follow them. If they say no, just say, all right, whatever, I gave it my shot. And maybe we could prevent the inevitable bear apocalypse. We're going to have human hybrid bears. What if, like, they start to get in touch with the AI, and the AI is like, you know what, we're on Team Bear. We're going to have cyborg hybrid bears. Like, I can't compete with that. I might be built like a bear, but no thank you. Nuh-uh. And you think gun violence is bad now? Wait until you have like a I'm so angry right now. like we have the right to bear arms, but the bears are gonna be like, yo, we got the right to arm bears, and shit is really gonna kick off then. But I'm all about the equal rights here on that blind punk. So ladies, I got it coming from you. Like I've been on the dating apps recently, and my review is it's like, what? Are you fucking for real? Laugh, swipe, laugh. No, unmatch. Oh, where did she go? And that's my brief review. The women around here are skanks. They are like, it's like the world's capital of like dead hopes and dreams. Like I don't even have a joke for this. Like I got nothing to say about this. Like it's and don't get me wrong, there are good women everywhere you go. I just don't want to dig through 18 tons of skank to get there. And like if you're only gonna message in one word replies, spell the fucking word right. Like and it's just like to steal a Hicksism, like it's the capital of like, he's a good man, he didn't mean to hit me, he just gets angry when he's in the drink. So we got that shit going on here, and I'm not about it, and I'm just like, I need is a fucking Ecto, the Ghostbuster pack. I need like Ray, I need Egon, I need the trap to like throw out under their legs because they be ghosting up in here. So I mean, most ladies, you kind of do deserve the bears, so get wrecked. So I'm from the state of New Hampshire, the lovely state of New Hampshire, and I've been thinking about it lately, and what I really love about being from New Hampshire is exploration, and being like, fuck you, I'm out, I'm gonna go do my own thing, is like in our blood. Like my lineage is traced back to the Pilgrims, and I'm sorry to say, but my family was slave owners, but I have not really experienced that trickle down wealth. Black people, I love you, I really do. You deserve June. Like the gays will share. It's cool because Juneteenth is there, and February is our shortest and coldest month. So, I mean, what I do to apologize for the whole slavery thing, and I hope you accept my heartfelt apology, is that I make you cupcakes. So if you're a lovely black or mixed heritage, whatever, if you want a cupcake, I got you. February, Valentine's Day, because I love you, African Americans. Shit, what was I going to say? Anyways, New Hampshire, we only know like one black person up there. That's like not even a lie. He was like the rich kid. We made fun of him for having a koi pond. Like we never talked about his skin color, but like, oh, you have a koi pond. Whoo! Why don't you go feed your fishies? Oh, they die in the winter. Hilarious. Like, so there was that. But going back to like our spirit of exploration, we had Alan Shepard, who was the first man who did the parabolic space flight. So he went up and then down. He never orbited. So like the flat earthers, like that's what they did. Only Alan Shepard didn't explode. So we've got that, and then Krista McAuliffe is from New Hampshire, and if you remember the Challenger explosion, she was a teacher chosen from the elementary school that I went to. It was later renamed Krista McAuliffe Elementary School, but I missed the explosion by like 3 or 4 years. Like they watched that live there. That was a teacher, they knew her, so but a story that people don't know very well is that it was actually going to be Big Bird. They were going to put Big Bird on the Challenger space shuttle, and the one that exploded, the one that had Krista McAuliffe on it, And they didn't because I guess a 7 foot tall Muppet won't fit in a cockpit. So who knew? But how awkward would that have been to have been in a Big Bird suit in fucking zero G? Like, no, thank you. And he's like sitting there at re-entry. Like, for me, the space flight, that would be the most terrifying part because it's kind of like, oh, we're surrounded by flames. I hope we don't explode. It's like, Bon Jovi, don't stop believing that you won't explode. But as far as deaths go, but yeah, think about it. Like, if you could imagine the scarring that the 9/11 left on our collective consciousness, or Columbine, like, this would have been that times 10. Could you imagine that if live Big Bird, and all you see is just like yellow feathers catch. It's just like too bad. It would be like if Reading Rainbow was canceled because LeVar Burton like fell off a cliff while he was reading a book. It would be like that level of trauma. You would never want to read a book again, like, or watch Sesame Street. Think of how sad Elmo would be and Cookie Monster. Like, me so sad, Big Bird would boom. Like, the count would be one charred feather, and let's not even forget about Snuffleupagus. This is too sad. We're gonna move on. So, anyways, that's just how I'm excited about New Hampshire, because we go to new places and we do new things. Like, I could imagine be like, dysentery, what's that? We're going to Oregon. Like, and then several months later being like, well, I think if we like cut off their elbow flesh, we could use that as like socks, and maybe we could like get some help before. Hey, stop biting my ass, I'm still alive. What the fuck? There was really a person named Thomas, last name Thomas. No, it was Thomas who went and rescued them and like carried the girls out to safety. Like, he would put one up on his back and then walk, however many feet. And mind you, like, cannibal girls. Ooh. So, but yeah. Oh boy. What are we at now? I don't even know what time I'm at, but I still got more jokes for you. I'm still working the set out. So I am blind. You might not be able to tell. One of the most fucking rudest things I've ever had happen to me is this like old lady like got right up in my face and she's like, "Oh, you don't look blind to me." And this is the first time I've ever used this comeback, and it came to me because sometimes you have that like, oh damn, I wish if I only said that. And so at CVS, like, I forgot to scan something or scan something twice or something dumb, and she got like right up in my face and like it was like, oh, you don't look blind to me. And I wanted to punch her until there was no face left to punch. Like, don't get me wrong, I got a big heart and I love everybody, but like, I will fucking punch an old lady, boom, right in the face. I don't give a fuck. Don't you know I'm loco? But so when she was like, "Oh, you don't look blind to me," I just responded, "And you don't look like my ophthalmologist to me." So that's my good one. That's a good. I know I got a lot of blind people here, so please use it. Steal everything I make. Honestly, like, content doesn't matter. Just I want to get on the road, yo. You hear about comedians doing carnival cruises. I think that that nice Taylor girl who does that show now, I think she did it, and I would love that, man. Like, I don't even need money. Just pay me in drink tickets and put me on a singles cruise. Yes, please. Like, I will be running that shit. And I get to make jokes every night. Whew, boy. Like, that's the magic thing about stand-up comedy is, like, if you get people rolling, it's like coming. You're like, ha ha, whoa. That's the real jizz in my pants. You know what I'm saying? So, being blind, I've been losing my eyesight. It's called retinitis pigmentosa. It's like tunnel vision. It's like, like corrected. My right eye is 20/40, and my left eye is just here for show. Like you could pluck it out, and I would run into more walls because no 3D. But it's like 2300. It's crazy. But anyways, part of this whole journey is that I've felt the need to prove myself by going to places and doing the things that I used to do, and like I have bad night blindness, so I make it a point to go out and like have some nightlife, things like that. And so one of the things that I used to love to do is just go to Boston. You could just walk around, get lost. It was a $15 round trip. Go spend the day. Go ride the T. Go find some Nazi punks and beat the shit out of them. Whatever you want to do. Boston's your oyster, my friends, and it still smells like oyster. And molasses. Like, sometimes you can see the lines still of, like, where that shit was. That shit was cray-cray. But I was there on Milk Street, birthplace of Benjamin Franklin. And I was trying to find the Orange Line because I had planned I'm going to get on the Orange Line. I'm going to go to Jamaica Plains. I'm going to get off. I'm going to go buy weed, go get fucking high as shit, come back, maybe wander Nathaniel Hall, follow the red line. I'm not afraid of doing touristy shit. Like, so whatever. And so I just stop and I look at my phone. And this is a life hack. Because if you're in like tall cities, for me, Verizon sucks. And so like I'm trying to use GPS. And there's this thing called Live View. And if you use that, you're going to be way better off. Because instead of like the GPS having to be like ping, 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 you just hold up your phone and it looks for, pictures that it's familiar with. And then it just goes boing, and there you go. And then it will give you like a nice arrow. Huge for blind people for me. And it even like tells you like, hey, fuckface, like slow down, you're at a crosswalk. So thanks Google for not getting me killed. All right. But so I'm standing on the corner of Milk Street, like trying to figure out where I'm going with my phone up here, doing some of that action. And this guy in a wheelchair comes up to me. And he's like, oh, hey, how's it going, son? Can I help you? And he's got like a big, like, safety orange, like, sleeping bag around his nubs. And that's cool. And he's definitely, like, a grizzled guy. And one of the things that I've noticed about being blind is you have to kind of be like an ambassador. When you're out and about and somebody asks you if you need help, just say yes. Sometimes, most of the time I don't. But it gives them a good feeling. And fuck it, why not? It's the same thing as compliments. Give compliments. Hey audience, I see you and you are looking great. Why are you wearing pants though? Like, I mean, I'm wearing pants, but you're at home. Get comfortable, But, so ambassador for the blindness. And it's worked out to my favor sometimes too. At the George Floyd rally in Dover, New Hampshire, I had a nice young lady be like, oh, sir, you look lost. Can I help you? And I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And she came up to me and she's like, how's the best way I can help you? And I said, well, if you just hold out your arm for me and we can link arms and you just bring me to the stairs. And once I hit the stairs, I know exactly where I'm going. I just haven't been to this park yet. And she's like, oh, absolutely. And so we're walking and talking, and her name is Hope, and she's very lovely. And I, of course, have to be like, hey, Hope, I really enjoy our conversation. You think you might like to go out one night? And she told me she was gay. I was like, all right, that's cool, but miss every shot you don't take. And in our conversation, I found out she was like 21 and too young to be friends with. Like, it's cool and all, but I can't drink like that anymore. But, it was a nice hug, and it made her feel good, and I felt great, and that's what I try to do. So this guy has offered me the help, and I don't want to refuse him, but I also, want to go on this journey for myself. And so I try to politely refuse, and he insists, and so I give up. And so if you haven't been on Milk Street, it's all cobblestones, because again, that's like back when Ben Franklin was wearing heels and that ridiculous wig and going out and crushing more pussy than you've ever seen. But so we're going down this cobblestone road. I got my white cane out, so I'm like trying to use it, but it's like bouncing around everywhere. And I'm right-handed. My right hand is on this guy's his wheelchair, and we're going down the fucking road. And I'm like, "Oh hey, could you slow down or let me know when a curb is coming?" And this dude is like fucking going up all the curb, like, it was just a wild ride. And we get there and I say, "Thank you very much." And so I go up there, and of course, like the weeds, there's a huge ass line going down the stairs. And I had ordered what I wanted from the other place. Well, I knew what I wanted and didn't know what I wanted here. And this was the first time I had solo bought weed by myself. And it was beautiful, but I felt so like pressured. And so I got up there and I was like, sativa flower, indica vape, edible, please, money. Like, but and the security guard there was really nice too. He took me by the arm and escorted me as well. But while I'm on the topic, don't ever fucking grab a blind person. Don't ever fucking walk up behind them and put your arm around them. Don't ever, take them by the wrist. Unless you ask, don't fucking do it. Don't do that to anybody, but especially a blind person. So, I got to the bottom of the stairs, and there I am, looking at my phone. I don't know why this guy on the wheelchair couldn't wait. Like, I guess he had a hot date or something. But, but so this dude walks by on the other side of the street, and he goes, "Oh, I got you. You don't look blind to me." And I got to use my joke again. "Huh, you don't look like an ophthalmologist to me." Alrighty. I don't know how long this set was, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully you laughed. And I hope you like it. Bye.